Elijah J. McCoy was a Canadian-American inventor of African-American heritage, best known for developing lubrication systems for steam engines. Born to parents who escaped enslavement in Kentucky, he first tasted freedom on Ontario's shores by Lake Erie. In 1847, when he was just a young boy, his family moved back to the United States, where he would become a resident and citizen. His notable achievements received recognition in 2012 when the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office inaugurated its first regional branch in Detroit, Michigan, naming it the Elijah J. McCoy Midwest Regional Patent Office. In 1844, Elijah McCoy was born in Colchester, Ontario, to parents George and Mildred McCoy. They were once enslaved individuals from Kentucky who managed to find freedom in Ontario with the assistance of the Underground Railroad. After their daring escape, George and Mildred settled in Essex County's Colchester Township, arriving via Detroit in 1837. The McCoy family was large, with Elijah having 11 brothers and sisters, of them 10, ranging from Alfred, born in 1836, to William, born in 1859. Under the amendments of the Common Schools Act in 1850, schools in Upper Canada practiced segregation. As a result, McCoy received his education in Colchester Township's black schools. At the age of 15, in 1859, he traveled to Scotland for further studies. During his time there, he apprenticed and eventually earned his certification in mechanical engineering from the University of Edinburgh. Records from the 1860 tax assessment rolls, land sale deeds, and the 1870 U.S. Census indicate that the McCoy family relocated to Ypsilanti, Michigan between 1859 and 1860. By the time Elijah returned from Scotland, his family had settled on John and Mary Ann Starkweather's farm in Ypsilanti. George McCoy, utilizing his expertise as a tobacconist, set up a tobacco and cigar enterprise. Upon reaching Michigan, Elijah McCoy's initial employment was limited to roles as a fireman and oiler at the Michigan Central Railroad. However, in a makeshift workshop at his Ypsilanti residence, he engaged in intricate engineering tasks, focusing on enhancements and innovations. One of his notable creations was an automatic lubricator designed for steam engines on both locomotives and ships. This invention was patented in 1872 under the title Improvement in Lubricators for Steam Engines. McCoy had previously patented comparable automatic oilers, one notable example being the displacement lubricator. This particular invention gained considerable popularity, and its advanced versions continued to be utilized well into the 20th century. Such lubricators greatly benefited the railroad industry by allowing trains to operate more swiftly and efficiently, reducing stops for maintenance and lubrication. By the close of the 19th century, in 1899, the Michigan Bureau of Labor and Industrial Statistics highlighted that nearly every North American railroad was using the McCoy lubricator. McCoy persistently improved his inventions while also conceptualizing new ones. Publications from his era, like the Railroad Gazette, frequently mention him. Although many of his patents revolved around lubrication systems, one of his 1898 innovations introduced a transparent side feed tube, allowing users to observe the lubricant's delivery rate. In the 20th century, Elijah McCoy began to garner attention among his African-American peers. Notably, in his 1909 work, Story of the Negro, Booker T. Washington cited McCoy for having the highest number of patents held by any black inventor of that era. This achievement earned McCoy enduring respect within the black community. Throughout his life, he was an active inventor, securing up to 57 patents. While many of these were related to lubrication, he also designed innovations like a foldable ironing board and a lawn sprinkler. Since McCoy didn't have the resources to mass-produce his inventions, he often transferred his patent rights to employers or sold them to investors. In the twilight of his illustrious career, in 1920, he established the Elijah McCoy Manufacturing Company. A common phrase, often used to describe something as genuine or authentic, is believed to have ties to Elijah McCoy and his invention of the oil drip cup. Some suggest that when railroad engineers wanted to ensure they weren't getting subpar replicas, they would specifically ask if a train was equipped with the real McCoy system. This theory finds mention in Elijah McCoy's biography at the National Inventors Hall of Fame. In 1873, Elijah McCoy entered into his second marriage with Mary Delaney. The pair relocated to Detroit due to employment opportunities McCoy found in the city. Mary McCoy, who passed away in 1923, was instrumental in establishing the Phyllis Wheatley Home for Aged Colored Men in 1898. Tragically, Elijah McCoy's life came to an end at the Eloise Infirmary in what is now Westland, Michigan, on October 10, 1929. He was 85. His death was a consequence of a severe car accident he had been involved in 7 years prior, the same accident that took Mary's life. Elijah McCoy rests in peace at Detroit Memorial Park East in Warren, Michigan. Elijah McCoy's life story is emblematic of resilience, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to progress. From humble beginnings as the child of freed slaves to his emergence as a preeminent engineer and inventor, McCoy's contributions to the fields of mechanical engineering and transportation are immeasurable. His automatic lubricator revolutionized the railroad industry, showcasing the potency of inventive genius when coupled with perseverance. Beyond the mechanics, however, the legacy of the real McCoy reverberates in the lexicon of authenticity and stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of African American inventors. His journey, both inspiring and transformative, has solidified him as a figure of enduring importance in the annals of history. Through all his accomplishments, Elijah McCoy's name is not just remembered for genuine quality in machinery, but also as an emblem of genuine dedication to the betterment of society.